Good day all. So today we are beginning the Patrick Troughton section of my Doctor Who Complete series DVD overview. Now one thing you may notice with Patrick Troughton as I go through the list, in terms of episodes that are missing, his first two seasons are almost non-existent really. So what I have right here is the Troughton Key to Time set. For those of you who don't know, the Key to Time was a set that came out in 2004 that included what was left of stories that were incomplete, so remaining episodes plus trims and everything like that. So we'll start with Power of the Daleks, which is gone except for a few clips. Highlanders, gone. Underwater Menace, which actually it's on here, although this was one of the two stories that had episodes recovered. So it's episodes 2 and 3 out of 4 that are now in existence. So the Underwater Menace may at some point in the future get its own release, and if that happens, when I review it, I'll add a link to this video. So if you're watching this in the future, like 1, 2, 3 years from now or whatever, check the link. Well, Underwater Menace actually should hopefully be out within the next year, I would think. The next one is the Moon Base. Episodes 2 and 4 are on here. The soundtrack is available for the remaining missing episodes, although this has been listed as getting a release with the missing episodes animated. So once again, in the future, if it's out, check the link. Then Macra Terror, all missing. Faceless Ones on this disc. Episodes 2 and it was episodes 3 and 1 and 3, sorry, are remaining of that one. Then we have Evil of the Daleks, one remaining episode, and that is on that set. So that sadly is the state of Patrick Troughton's first season. Up here you've got pictures that's from the Abominable Snowmen, which comes up later. Wheel in Space. So actually, to explain those, we'll go through the rest of the list. So into his second season, the first episode or story actually is complete. This was actually the last complete story to be found. The Tomb of the Cybermen. It was found in 1992. So it's the earliest complete Patrick Troughton story. This is the original DVD release from Region Run in 2005. This was recently re-released, and it's one of those re-releases that at some point I do plan on getting. Or actually, no, come to think of it, Tomb of the Cybermen 2002 is when this original one came out. So this is one of the oldest Doctor Who DVDs I have in my collection. Then after Tomb of the Cybermen, we have the Abominable Snowmen, with the remaining episode on there. The next one is the Ice Warriors. 6 episodes. Parts 2 and 3 are missing, but that will be coming out later on DVD as well, with missing episodes animated. So once again, in the future, check the link. Enemy of the World, which is probably one of the more unique Troughton stories with the evil double thing going. So the one remaining episode of that is on the disc. Web of Fear, which, from what I've seen from reconstructions and everything like that, this is one that I would have loved if it was still all available in the archives. But unfortunately, Web of Fear, we have episode 1, and that's it. Then we have Fury from the Deep, all missing. Then Wheel in Space, which has 2 episodes. Yeah, episode 3 and episode 6, which are also on the Lost in Time collection. Then we go into Troughton's last season, which is in much better shape than his first 2 in terms of what's available. So in this video, we'll look at the first 2 from Troughton's 3rd season, or series, or whatever it is you want to call it. Would have been series 6 of the show, or season 6 of the show. So the first one, Dominators, doesn't often make a lot of people's most wanted lists in terms of, or favorite lists in terms of Troughton's Doctor. It's got kind of these clunky villains known as Quarks, and they didn't really take off at the time. I think they were aiming to repeat the success of the Daleks, but that didn't really happen. Myself, I don't really mind this story that much, as long as you can get past, the costumes and the, well, box type nemesis that sort of the main tool of the antagonists or whatever. But anyways, yeah, I'm just sort of rambling a little bit on that. But yeah, so the Dominators, just go for the story, but try to overlook some of the production issues. And then we're going into what is one of my all-time favorite Doctor Who stories, The Mind Robber. This is also probably one of the most original stories that I'd say in pretty much all of the entire show's run. This is, where you have characters from fiction essentially coming alive. It's kind of a very cerebral, sort of almost absurdist quality to it, which myself I've always liked. This was actually the first full Troughton story that I saw front to back, and I saw this well over 20 years ago for the first time. And I've, in terms of Doctor Who stories that I've watched the most, this is definitely in my top 10, if not my top 5. So with these three, we'll just take a quick look at the backs of them here. So in Tomb of the Cybermen, yeah, you kind of have to, just sort of look past the Cybermen costumes during the period. Another view right there. And then the Dominators, yeah, you can see why really they don't appear that threatening. And then, of course, we have Mind Robber, Toy Soldiers, a unicorn, which was actually just a horse with a horn glued to its head. There's actually a funny story about that in the behind-the-scenes features. Dr. Zoe and Jamie. So, there we go. Doctor Who Complete Series DVD Overview, Episode 6. So, stay tuned, and more episodes will be coming up shortly. So as always, thank you everyone for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day.